Frank Page was alone at home when the call came that would change his world. His 32-year-old daughter, Melissa, had taken her life. Although she struggled for years, Page knew something had changed that week.
2 days before she died, I said, Melissa, no one loves you like your daddy, and nobody knows you like your daddy, and I know something's wrong, bad wrong, baby. Please, when she was getting ready to go talk to her mental health professional, you tell him that your daddy thinks that you need to be hospitalized.
As the top leader for Southern Baptist, Page sets the direction for the denomination's 16 million members. He's also served as a megachurch pastor. But Page calls parenting his oldest daughter one of his most daunting challenges. It's why he wrote Melissa, to encourage others on a similar journey and challenge the church to reach out. Page and his wife Dale recently invited CBN News to their Nashville home to talk about their daughter, their enduring grief, and their hope. The Pages say Melissa accepted Christ as a child, but her life wasn't easy.
We worried about her constantly. Wanted to be able to help her.
But she struggled with addictive issues, behavioral issues, rebellion issues. She struggled in many, many ways, relationally. She was gifted beyond words and struggled beyond words.
In her 20s, Melissa reached a period of stability. She married and seemed headed on a smoother path. But then a bout with cancer led to a prescription pill addiction, and she spiraled downward once again. The Pages say she never mentioned suicide, leaving them in shock the day she died.
People say, you know, she committed suicide in November. And what was it like the first Christmas? I don't remember. I don't.
We were still in that fog.
Now, the second Christmas, I well remember. Then the grief, it was even worse for me.
After more than 3 years, the Pages describe their grief like waves, continually rolling in, but varying in frequency and intensity. Their great comfort, knowing Melissa is at peace in heaven. It's a biblical truth they say our culture has undermined.
People will say, well, if you commit suicide, you're going to hell.
It's a belief the Pages want the church to challenge.
But I think you have to get to the point where, you know, if you belong to Christ and you're his child, then nothing can separate you.
It's a family thing, and family never changes.
Moving forward, the Pages hope to build on the growing national awareness of mental health issues. It started with last year's Newtown shootings and continued in April with the suicide of Pastor Rick Warren's son.
I think the timing is fascinating, that indeed all these things have happened in a very short period of time. And I think God's going to use all those things, bad things, to bring forth a movement among God's people.
At its annual convention in Houston, the denomination will promote awareness of mental health issues. Page hopes to begin to ease some of the stigma surrounding these issues and to encourage churches to more proactively minister to those who are suffering.
There are legitimate, serious issues people struggle with, and the church needs to be the place where we say, we understand.
For those walking through grief or depression, Page says the local church can help through support groups, counseling, or simply awareness of community resources. It's an enormous challenge, but with more than 36,000 people taking their lives each year, it could meet an enormous need. Heather Sells, CBN News.